Hi guys, in this video I will show you how we can implement Telegram chatbot with the help of OpenAI. So first of all I will give you the idea about the OpenAI, how we can use the OpenAI and its API, how we can use the OpenAI framework in Python. Then after learning the OpenAI demo, I'll show you how we can implement end-to-end this Telegram chatbot. Okay. With the help of this particular OpenAI. So this is going to be one amazing project, guys. So here we'll be deploying our application over the Telegram. That means in the Telegram itself, you can interact with your bot. Okay. So make sure you watch this video till the end and definitely try to share this video with your friends and family so that they can also get to know. So let's try to see the OpenAI demo. Then after that, we'll start the development. OpenAI having two kinds of API. That means if you want to use OpenAI model, it is having two kinds of model. One is like chat completion model. One is like completion model. So we'll be exploring both of them. So here you can see we are having different models. So these are the model actually related. Chat completion model. You can see these are the chat completion model. And apart from that, it is also having completion model. So if you go to the base model section, so I think there is an option called base model. Let me find. So here is the base model, guys, GPT base model. And this model is nothing but it's a completion model. Okay, it's a completion API. Now, what is the difference between chat completion model and completion model? I'll tell you. So before that, what I will do, I'll just open up my Visual Code Studio. And there I will do the OpenAI, let's say package setup, and we'll set our API key and we'll start our implementation. So what I can do, I can open up my local folder, and inside that you can create a folder. Let's say I will create OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI demo. Inside that, I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. So this is my Visual Code Studio, guys. Let me zoom. Then I will also open up my terminal. You can also open up your terminal, Git bash. Okay, whatever you are using, you can open it here. See, I have opened up my Git bash. You can also open up your Anaconda prompt, whatever actually you are using, whatever terminal you are using, you can open it here. Okay, so I have integrated my Anaconda with my Git bash. That's why you can see base has been activated. Okay, you can also integrate Anaconda with your, let's say, Git bash. For this, you can simply search on Google. You will see the process. Okay, how we can set your Anaconda with your Git bash. Otherwise, you can also use your Anaconda directly. Okay, it will also work. Okay, anything you can use. I'm using my Git bash here. Fine. Now here the first thing will be setting our OpenAI package. See, if you want to use OpenAI, so you have to install one package actually. So if you go to their documentation, let me show you. So this is the OpenAI. So if you go to the quick start section, so first thing what you have to do, you have to export your OpenAI API key. That means you have to first of all collect your OpenAI API key and you have to add it there. Okay, so we have already collected our OpenAI API key. I think you remember. Then second thing what you have to do, you have to install one package called OpenAI. Okay, with the help of OpenAI package, you can access all the model. That means you can access all the, let's say, chat completion API, everything you can access here. Okay. Now see, you can access different model. Okay, you only need to give the model name and you can access the model. Fine. So let me first of all install this package. So I'll go to my VS Code and here I'll create a file called requirement. Okay, requirements.txt. So the first package actually I'm going to install called OpenAI. So here I'll be installing one specific version of the OpenAI, that's 0.28. Why 0.28? Because this is the stable version. So see, OpenAI has different version. Even currently they have updated their package. So in the updated package, what happens actually? So sometimes actually we'll get the error. So that's why I'm using one specific version. You can also install the latest version. It will also work fine. Now the next package actually I need pandas. Why pandas? Because I want to list down all the, let's say, OpenAI model through my code and I want to show as a data frame. That's why I need this pandas library. Then another library I need called python.env. Why .env? Because I need to manage that secret key. Okay, secret API key, whatever API key you have collected from our OpenAI, right? .env. So with the python.env package, you can easily manage this API. That means we'll be creating a .env folder. Okay, inside that we'll be writing that OpenAI API key. Okay, this is the idea. So here, let me paste my OpenAI API key, guys. So this is my OpenAI API key, guys. I have already pasted. And here you have to give this particular key name. And here you have to give this key name, OpenAI API key equal to, you have to pass your API key here. Whatever API key you have created. Okay, I think you remember in the double quotation. Now let me save. Fine. Now let's me install this requirement. So guys, before installing, these are the packages. First of all, you have to create a virtual environment here. So to create the virtual environment, you can execute this command conda create -n. Give the name of the environment. Let's say I will give OpenAI Okay, OpenAI demo. This is my environment name, and I have to specify my Python. So here I'll be using Python 3.10 and -y. And why 3.10? Because again 3.10 is the stable version of the Python. Okay, that's why we're using, because it supports all the library. Okay, and -y means I want to create. I'm giving the yes permission. Now see, if I execute the command, it will create the 3.10 environment inside my Anaconda. Then after that we'll be activating, then we'll be installing all the requirements there. This is the idea. So guys, as you can see, my environment is created. Now I have to activate it. So to activate, this is the command conda activate OpenAI demo. Okay, it should be activate, sorry. Now see, my environment is activated. Now I'll be installing this package. So I'll just write pip install -r requirement.txt. So it will install all the packets one by one here. So as you can see, my installation is completed. Now let me clear my terminal. Now here, first of all, what I will do, I'll create a Jupyter notebook file. I'll just click on new file, and I'll create a file. Let's say OpenAI demo 1.ipynb. Okay, ipynb file is a Jupyter notebook file, and here you need to select the kernel. I'll select my Python environment. So the environment I created called OpenAI demo. So let me refresh. See, OpenAI demo is there. I'll select it. Now if you want to test it, just give the any kinds of, let's say, code here. Let's say print hello. It should execute. Now see guys, it needs this IPy kernel package to run this Jupyter notebook. So let me install. I'll click on install. So it will install all the necessary things. It needs to run this Jupyter notebook. After that, you will see that this code would be executed here. So let's wait. So as you can see, all the necessary package has installed, and now I'm able to execute my code in my Jupyter notebook. Fine. All right. Now we'll be importing some of the library here. So let me import operating system. Then I need my OpenAI. Then I also need .env. So to import the .env, you have to import like that from .env import load.env. Okay, load.env. Now see, if I execute, it will import all the library. Now if you want to check any version of any package, simply you can write this command. So pip show. Let's say I want to see the OpenAI version. I'll give OpenAI here. Now see, it will show you the summary of the OpenAI name, version, summary, okay, homepage, author, everything it will give you. Okay, now the first thing what I have to do, I have to set my OpenAI API key. If you check the documentation, I showed you in the documentation, this one, this documentation. If you check the documentation, so the first thing what you have to do, you have to set the OpenAI API key. Okay, and if you're using Python program, so that time you can set the OpenAI API key like that. So just call your OpenAI package, and inside OpenAI package we have one attribute called OpenAI API key. Okay, API key. So equal to first of all, what I have to do, I have to load my API key. So to load the API key, and to load this API key from the .env folder, what you have to do, you have to take the help from load.env package we have imported, right? So just try to write load.env. Okay, now after that, just write this one os dot get env. Okay, get env. Inside that you have to pass the key name. So key name is nothing but this is my key name, OpenAI API key. I'll pass it here. Okay, and it will give you OpenAI API key. I'll store it here. Now see, if I simply print it, now see, it should load the API key. Now see, it is loading my entire API key. Fine. Now let me comment it as of now. I don't need to show. Now this OpenAI API key, I'll pass it here. Now see, if I execute this code, so it has set my OpenAI API key, okay, inside my environment. Okay, you don't need to do anything. That means OpenAI will automatically load this API key right now from the package itself. Okay, now as I already told you, OpenAI is having different model. So if I click on the model section, you'll see different models is there. So if you want to list down all the models, so what you can do, you can use this code snippet. So OpenAI dot model dot list. Okay, it will give you the entire list of all the model. Now see, if I execute, now see, it is giving me all the list of the model it is having, but I want to only see the data. Okay, so here I'll filter out the data. Now see, these are the model. Now if I want to show as a data frame, what I can do, I can use pd dot data frame. I have to import pandas first of all. So import pandas as pd. Now pd dot data frame, and inside that I'll pass this data, whatever I'm getting. Fine. Now see, if I execute, it will give me as a data frame. Now see, all the model ID, object, created date, as well as the owned by. Okay, see everything it is showing. Now see, you can see different model. Now, as I already told you, there are two kinds of API you will get. One is like chat completion API, and there is like completion API. So here you can see we are having different model. So if I want to use, these are the model. First of all, we have to know what are the models actually. My chat completion model, and what are the models actually only completion model. That means when I have to use the chat completion API, when I have to use the completion API. So for this, you can simply go to the model section. Now let's say you want to use this GPT 3.5 Turbo. If I click here, now see, this model is a chat completion API model. Okay, if you want to use this model, you have to use the chat completion API. And if I go to the base model section, so this is a completion API. That means you have to use completion API for this model. Okay, now let me show you some example of chat completion and completion API. So first of all, let's try to see the completion API demo. Okay, let's say I want to use this GPT 3.5 Turbo model. GPT 3.5 Turbo model. See, so again, if I go to the documentation, so here is the model, guys, GPT 3.5 Turbo. I have to use chat completion API. And how to use chat completion API? If you click here, that means you have to use chat.completion, okay, .create this particular code snippet. So let me show you. You can also write like that. So here, I'll just call OpenAI dot chat completion. There is directly one function you will get called chat completion. Then you can call this create, okay, create one. And inside that, first of all, you have to give the model name. Let's say model is equal to, I want to use which model? GPT 3.5 Turbo. So this is the model. So you have to give the name like that. Fine. Okay. Now the second parameter, you have to pass the masses. Okay, and masses should be a list here. Now see how to write the masses. So they have already given the example. That means the first thing what you have to give the role. So role you are giving system. Okay, system. You are a helpful assistant. That means you are giving a system prompt here. I think you know, like large language model is all about prompt. Okay, you have to give the prompt here. Then you are giving the user prompt. That means whatever user want to ask, so user will give it here. So let me show you how we can pass this prompt. So the first thing what I have to do, guys, I already written. So the first thing you have to give the role as a system. That means you are, so here the first role you have to give as a system. That means you are giving the system prompt. And what is the content of the system prompt? You are a helpful assistant. You can give any kinds of prompt here. Let's say you are a helpful assistant, you are a helpful translator, you are a helpful, let's say, chatbot, anything you can give the prompt here. So going forward, we'll be also learning about prompt engineering. There actually, I'll try to clarify what are the prompts actually you are having. Okay, different prompt you can set here. Now, the second role you are giving as a user. That means whatever user will ask. Okay, whatever user will ask. So if you open the ChatGPT also, in the ChatGPT backend, they have given the system prompt as well as the user prompt. That means as a user, we give our prompt in the ChatGPT, but in the backend, they have given the system prompt. Okay, in the ChatGPT, that is the idea. Fine. Now let's give one prompt as a user here. So let's say prompt is equal to, I'll give, let's say, hello, how are you? So this prompt, here it will come, okay, as a user prompt. Now it will give me one response. And that response I'll print here simply. Okay, now see if I execute the program. So it will give me the response. So it is giving invalid request added. Missing required parameter masses. You provide masses. Okay, so let me check. So it should be masses. Okay, not masses. Now see, it should work. Now see, it is giving me the response right now, and here is the response, guys. Okay, if I show you, so here is the response. Hello, I am here ready to assist you. How I can help you today? If I want to extract this content only, that means this let's say response only, what I can do, so simply I can copy this example as it is, and here let me paste. So here you can see, first of all, I have to go to the choices. Okay, because it's a dictionary, I have to take the choices. So let's take choice. First of all, I'll take the choice. Now choice is nothing but it's a list. So I will take the first, let's say, item of the list. Now I have to go inside the masses. Now I need the content only. Now see, it will give me the content only. Okay, hello, I'm just a computer program, so I don't have any feelings, but I'm here to ready to help you. How I can assist you? Because every time whenever you will execute this program, it will give you different response. Okay, it will generate different response for you. This is the idea. Fine. Now what is the main benefit to use this chat completion API? That means chat completion model. See, in the chat completion model you can pass multiple prompt. Okay, here you can pass multiple prompt. So how? Let me show you. So here I have given one example. So this is the example, guys. See, here I have created actually 3 prompt. Hello, how are you? Second prompt, I am 25 years old. I'm a programmer. Now third prompt I have given, tell me about me. That means in the prompt itself I have given my data and I'm asking, tell me about me. Now the same way I have created my chat completion API. I have initialized my model, and in the message section right now you can see the first role actually I have given the system role. That means you are a helpful assistant. Second role I have given my first prompt. Third role I have given my second prompt, and fourth role I have given my prompt 3. Okay, that means you can pass multiple prompt here. This is the main benefit to use this chat completion API. That means in the chat GPT also. So if I go to my chat GPT, let's say here I give my data. Hey, let's say I'll give the same prompt here. This is the prompt I want to give. I'm 25 years old. I'm a programmer. Now you can see memory updated. It has memory updated, right? Now if I give this prompt, tell me about me. Now it is telling you are 25 years old programmer who created courses and playlist. Okay, see, now it is giving me the answer related my information, because it has remembered. Okay, it has remembered my previous prompt. So this is what actually they're using, something called chat completion model. That means it can understand multiple prompt. Okay, not one prompt, it can understand multiple prompting. So here you can see I've given one demo. So I'm giving the same thing. Hello, how are you? I'm 25 years old. I'm a programmer. Tell me about me. Now see, if I execute the program right now, it will able to give me the answer. See, based on the information you provided, you are 25 years old programmer. Is there anything specific you would like to know or discuss? I hope it is clear now. What is the use of chat completion API, and what is the benefit to use the chat completion API model? That means chat completion model. Got it? Great. Now we'll be tweaking some of the parameter here. So the first parameter will be tweaking, which is nothing but max token. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll copy the same example, my previous example. Now instead of asking this question, I'll write what is Python. Let's say this is my question. Okay. Now there is a parameter you can set called max token. Max underscore token. Let's say I want to generate only 25 tokens. Okay, 25 tokens. Now see, if I execute the program right now, it will only give me 25 tokens output. Now if you want to see that, you can copy and you can go to the OpenAI token. Okay, tokenizer. Now go to the first website. Now here you can simply give it this particular, let's say, response you have copied. Now you can see maximum token 25. That means whatever token limit you have set, so it will give you that particular token output only. Now if you want to see the detailed information, you can simply print the response instead of printing the content. Now see, so now if I execute this program, you'll see that my completion token 25. Fine. Now it will charge you based on the token limit. So if you can go to the OpenAI pricing, so in the pricing section they have given how it will charge you. So guys, as you can see, this is the OpenAI pricing page. So here they have given the pricing as per the token limit. You can see this is the input token, this is the output token. That means if your input token is that much, that means 1 million, and if your output token is, let's say, 1 million, so you will charge that many of dollar. Okay, that much of dollar. So you can see this different examples. So this is GPT-4o mini. This is the embedding model. You can see if your input token limit is 1 million token, and if your output token is also 1 million tokens, so he will get 0.020, okay, $20 only. It's like very less amount. Now see different model with respect to their different price. Okay, so you can check all the models, see audio model as well as the image model, assistant API. Okay, see whatever assistant API actually you will be using, and vector source. Okay, every model they have given the pricing. Okay, every model they have given the pricing. So that means it will charge based on the token limits. Let's say whatever token it is giving you the output, as well as the whatever tokens actually it is receiving as an input. It will first of all do the count operation. How it will do the count operation? So with the help of this tokenizer. So they have one inbuilt tokenizer inside that it will automatically make the count. Now you can see I'm having total 141 character. Now you can see like how many character they are considering to calculate only one token. I think 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5 character they are considering to count one token here. Okay, this is the idea. So here they have written, you can see a helpful rule of thumb is that one token generally correspond to 4 characters. Okay, whether it's a 4 character or sometimes it would be more than 4 character of text for the common English text. Okay, this is called actually one token. So they have given each and everything you can export here. Now let's get back to my code editor. Now I think this parameter is clear. Okay, what is max tokens here? Now I think you remember in the playground also I showed you this parameter. So if I go to the playground, see in the playground also I showed you this parameter max token. Okay, now I think it is clear. Now I'll show you the next parameter right now. So the next parameter is nothing but our temperature parameter. So you can see I've given the same example, but one parameter I'm using called temperature. And I already told you what is temperature parameter means. It will give the randomness, okay, randomness to the response, like how much randomness you need. Let's say if it is close to 0, your model will be more stick to the, let's say, prompt you have given. And if it is close to 1, that means it will try to take some risk and it will generate some random output as well. Now let's say here I have given 0.6. That means I'm telling my model try to be actually balanced, okay, balanced with the prompt user is giving. Try to give some creativity somehow. Even also try to be strict with the prompt user has given. Now see if I execute the program. Now see, now the response actually I'm getting, this is the this little bit different response from the previous response you can see. So here is the response I was getting. Python is a high level internet programming language, simplicity and reusability. It supports multiple paradigms. Okay. Now see, this is the another response actually I'm getting. Okay, that's how you can increase and decrease this parameter size. But what I saw, like people are using this parameter around 0.5 to 0.6 to 7 like that. Okay, no need to decrease and no need to increase much. But if you sometimes need it, you can increase, otherwise you can decrease. Okay, it's up to you. Now there is another one, that n parameter. N parameter means it will give you like how many response you need from the model. Let's say if n is equal to 2, it will give me 2 response. Now if I execute the program, it has given me 2 response. So this is 1 response and this is another response. Now if it is 3, it will give you 3 response. See, 1 response, 2 response, and if I open in a text editor, 2 response, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, that's how you can get multiple response if you want. So this is called actually n parameter, like number of response you want to get here. Great. So yes, these are the parameter you can play with, guys, because these are the parameter we'll be using frequently. Now see, with the help of chat completion model, you can perform different tasks. So let me show you. So you can give different prompt. So let's say here I have given a prompt, give me a sentiment of this sentence. Okay, this movie is amazing. Now I think you know this sentiment would be positive. Now let's see whether my model is giving me right answer or not. Now see, this sentiment of the sentence, this movie is amazing, it's a positive. That means it's working fine. Now apart from that, you can also give any other prompt. Let's say I'm given, give me the Hindi translation of this sentence, this movie is amazing. Now see, it should give me the Hindi translation. See, so whatever things we used to perform in the chat GPT, na? Okay, that means we can perform multiple tasks. I want to do language translation, then sentiment analysis, anything I can perform here. The same thing you can also do here. Okay, because it is using the same model only. Okay, and we're able to access those model with the help of API key. That means whenever you are sending this request, it is first of all calling that API, and API is actually hitting the model, and model is giving me the response, and this response actually we are able to see. This is the idea only. I hope you clear. Now let me show you another prompt. Let's say detect the language of this sentence. This movie is amazing. So the language should be English. See, it is an English language. Okay. Now you can also generate code. Okay, you can also generate code with these are the model. So I've given a prompt. Give me a Python code to add two numbers. Now let me see. See, this is the code I have given to add. So here I got the code to add two numbers in Python. Okay. So that's how actually we can create different application with these are the large language model. Fine. So yes, guys, this is all about our chat completion API. Now let's try to export the completion API as well. So as I already told you, so here is the definition of completion API, guys. You can see hooks you up with text completion from a single prompt. That means it can only support single prompt. You can only pass one prompt here. In the other hand, actually in the chat completion, you can give multiple prompt to keep the conversation flow intact. Okay, as I already told you, you can give multiple prompt and that prompt actually this model can remember. But in the completion API, you can only pass the one prompt here. Okay, this is the idea. In completion API, you can pass only one prompt. Now, if I show you some completion model section, and let's say this is the GPT base. So this is use actually completion API. And these are the model are available related completion API. Okay. Now let me use this Babbage 002 model and let me show you one example. See, if you want to use completion API, that time you have to call this completion OpenAI dot completion. Okay, OpenAI dot completion dot create, not chat completion. You have to call completion only. And inside that, you have to give the model first of all, which model you want to use. Let's say I want to use this Babbage model, that Babbage model. Okay. And it will take the prompt. So let me define a prompt here. Let's say this is the prompt. Okay, what is Python? This prompt, I'll pass it here. Now I'll print the response. Okay, now if I execute, now see, it is giving you the response. Okay, it is giving you the response. So that's how actually you can give actually only single prompt here. And whatever, let's say parameter you saw, temperature, then maximum token, then n parameter, you can also give the same parameter in the completion API as well. Okay, it will also work. But see, we'll be using the chat completion API a lot. We'll be using chat completion model a lot going forward. Okay, because I have seen like people are using this chat completion model a lot instead of completion API, because here we can pass multiple prompt. Okay, this is the main advantage. Okay, I hope it is clear. So yes, guys, this is all about our chat completion API as well as the completion API. And this is all about a hands-on part on the OpenAI platform. Okay, so guys, let's say this is the user, that means you. So you will be asking one query. Okay, you'll be asking one query, and this query will go to the front end. Okay, front end of our application. So here front end wise we'll be using something called Telegram. Fine. Then what will happen? This query will go to the backend. Backend means our OpenAI. OpenAI API. Okay, OpenAI API. Then this API will access the large language model. That means here we'll be using GPT 3.5. Okay, you can also use any other model like GPT 4. You can also use GPT 4o. It's up to you. Okay, I think I showed you how to like select different model. There is a model list. So if you click there, you will see the model ID. So that particular ID you have to write there. Okay. And this model is, I think you already know, this is a chat completion model. Okay. Why chat completion model? Because it can take the instruction. That means multiple instruction you can give, multiple prompt you can give. Okay. You can also create with the help of completion model, like the Babbage one. Okay. I already showed you. It will also work, but what I feel like this chat completion model will be more powerful. Okay. This is the idea here. Now what will happen? This large language model will give the response. So where it will give the response, it will give the response to the backend API. That means your OpenAI API, and OpenAI API will send the let's say response to the front end. Okay, front end means our Telegram. Okay, and from Telegram actually user will again get the response. Okay, response. Let's say this is the response, and this is the question. Okay, so that's actually we'll be implementing the entire projects. Okay, this is our actually high level architecture of our project. Now what I will do, first of all, I just need to get my OpenAI API key, and I already told you how to get the OpenAI API key. So make sure you already created your OpenAI API key and you keep it with you. Now in my computer, I'll just create a folder here, and I'm going to name it as Telegram Chatbot. Okay, Telegram Chatbot. And inside that, I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. Then I'm also going to open up my terminal here. You can also open up your command prompt. Then you can also open up your Anaconda prompt. It's up to you. Now here, the first thing what I have to do, I have to create one virtual environment. So to create the virtual environment, just write conda create -n. Give the name of the environment. Let's say this is my Telegram. So I'll just write telebot. Specify the Python version. Let's say Python is equal to 3. Let's say 8. Okay, I'll use 3.8. You can also use 3.9, but let's use 3.8, then -y. Yeah, now let's create the environment. So my environment is created. Now let me activate. Just write conda activate telebot. Now let me clear. Now what I will do, I'll just create a requirement.txt file. Requirements.txt. So inside that, I need to mention all the, let's say, library I need to implement this project. So here you can see front-end wise, actually, I'll be using Telegram. Okay. And to integrate my chatbot with my Telegram, I need a Python package. That means this package will communicate with my Telegram. So inside Telegram, we'll be generating one, let's say, API token. So with the help of API token, we'll be communicating with our Telegram app, right? So for this, actually, we need one Python package. So let me show you this package, actually. The package, actually, I'm going to use. So guys, as you can see, this is the package, actually, we'll be using. The package name is Aiogram. So as you can see, Aiogram is a modern and fully asynchronous framework for Telegram bot API. And this is the complete documentation of this Aiogram. Even they have also given the sample code, like how we can connect with the Aiogram and all. Okay, they have discussed each and everything. But you can see they have written actually too much line of code, but that many line of code actually is not required. So what I've done, I just made it like simple. And I created one basics template for you if you want to connect with your Telegram. Okay, so how you can connect for this, what kinds of code you have to use, I already prepared one code snippet. Okay, I'll share with you. So first of all, let me mention this package name inside my requirements. So the first package I'm going to add called Aiogram. Fine. Now the second package I need OpenAI, and I'm going to use the same version of the OpenAI I already used in my OpenAI demo. Then I need another package called Python .env. Why Python.env? Because I already showed you, if you want to manage the secret key, so you can use this Python.env to load that secret key from the environment. That means .env file. Okay, this is the idea. Now let me save. Now what I will do, simply I'll install everything in my environment. So for this, just write this command. So pip install -add requirement.txt. So guys, as you can see, my installation is completed. Now let me clear my terminal. And now, first of all, we'll be testing our this one Telegram, whether we are able to make the connection without Telegram or not. So for this, I'm going to create a folder here called research. Inside that, I'm going to create a file. I'm going to name it as eco_bot. So here we'll be creating one echo functionality. That means if you're sending any message, okay, to the, let's say, chatbot, that means to your Telegram chatbot, it will give you the same message. Okay, this is called actually echo bot. That means whatever message actually will be giving as an input, that message actually will be getting as an output. Okay, so that means I just wanted to experiment whether I'm able to successfully connect with my Telegram or not. Okay, this is the idea here. But before that, I just need to create this .env file. Now inside that, first of all, you have to write your OpenAI API key. So let me just write my OpenAI API key. So this is my OpenAI API key. I think you remember I already created this API key. Okay, now let me save. Now just open up your Telegram app. So here I'm using my desktop Telegram. So you can see this is my desktop Telegram. To search for bot father. So after searching bot father, you will see different bot father, but you have to take the verified one. You can see this is the verified one. Now just try to open it up. See, I've already opened. Now see, previously I already created some of the bot with the help of bot father. That's why it's coming. That's why here you can see some of the like older messages. But if you are opening for the first time, you won't be seeing any kinds of messages. Okay, you will see a start button. You just click on the start button. Okay, then it will give you the suggestion. Okay, what do you want to do here? So here I want to create a, okay, I think my screen is visible. Okay, so here I want to, let's say, create a new, actually Telegram bot. So for this, what you can do, you can write this command new/new, okay, new bot. You can see new bot. Just select this one. Now see, now it will ask you, all right, a new bot, how are we going to call? Okay, please choose a name for your bot. Now you can give any kinds of name here. So let's say I will give my live, okay, my live bot, let's say 24. Let's say this is my bot name I want to give. Now if I hit enter, see, it's telling good. Now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end with bot, like this is example Terry's bot or Terry's underscore bot. Okay, so you have to give a username, and that username should contain underscore bot, okay, at the last. So I'll give the same name, let's say my live bot, okay, 24 underscore bot. Now if I hit enter, now see, my bot is created. Now it is telling congratulations on your new bot. You will find your bot here. But before that, what you have to do, you have to collect this user, you can see use token. So let me collect this user token. I'll copy. Okay, and I'll open up my Visual Code Studio. Inside environment, what I will do. So here I'm going to paste it as of now. And you need to also give the key name. That means this is my Telegram bot token. Okay, now I'll be mentioning inside my string. So here we have collected two secret key. One is my OpenAI API key. Another one is your Telegram bot token. So with the help of Telegram bot token, we'll be authenticating with our bot actually we have created here. You can see this is my bot. If I click on the URL right now, see, this is my bot. Now if I click on the start, now see, there you won't be seeing anything because this is not connected yet. Now see, if I send any message here, so you won't be getting any kinds of response because as of now we haven't made the connection. So here first of all we have to make the connection, and how to make the connection with the help of this Telegram bot token. Okay, and this OpenAI API key we need to access our GPT model because this is my main large language model, right? With the help of that actually we'll be getting the actual response. This is the idea here. Fine. Now in the EcoBot, I'll be writing some of the code to connect with my Telegram. Okay, so as I already showed you, so this is the Aiogram documentation and they have given the code snippet you can use to connect with the Telegram, right? But I already told you this that much of actually code is not required. So I just created a basics template. Let me show you. So here first of all let me import some required library. So you can see I have imported some required library, but here it is coming this YOLO mark because I haven't selected my current environment. So right hand side below you can see there is one option. So my base environment is selected. Now I have to select my own environment, which is nothing but Telegram bot. Okay, now see, this error will be disappeared. Now see, these are the packages you have to import, like login, Aiogram. From Aiogram you have to import bot, dispatcher, executor and types. Okay, if you see the documentation also, they are importing the same thing. See, they're importing the same thing as well. Fine. But as I have told you, they have written so many line of code. I just simplified the code. Okay, that's why my code might be a little bit different. Okay, from the documentation. This is the idea. Now .env I'm loading because with the help of .env I'm going to load by .env. Okay, that means my secret. Okay, inside my environment. Now operating system I need because with the help of operating system I'll be loading. Now os.get env, I think you remember previously you also did the same thing. And why logging is required? Because if you see the Aiogram, they are also using login. Okay, so you have to write the login. Okay, login here. See, basic config login. So by default, it will take the log because it will, let's say, log all the information in the backend. Okay, because see, this is their implementation. They are suggesting to use, these are the, let's say, code snippet. Okay, that's why I'm using. It's not my implementation. So whenever you are using any kinds of, let's say, framework or library, first of all, try to check their documentation, whatever things they are suggesting. Based on that, you have to write the code. Okay, no need to do any modification at the very first. If you understand their implementation, then you can do the modification, but the core implementation you have to always keep as same. Okay, this is the idea here. Now the first thing what I have to do, guys, I have to load my API key, right? So for this I can use this load env. Now simply os dot get env, inside that I can pass my key name. Let's say I want to load my Telegram bot token. I'll pass the key name here. Fine, so it will return me my Telegram bot token. Now if I print this one, my Telegram bot token, now see, if I execute the file right now, it will print the bot token. So let me show you. So Python, let's say it is inside my research folder, research. I want to execute this ecobot. Okay, sorry, ecobot.py. So guys, you can see it is throwing me one error. It is telling from Aiogram import bot dispatcher executor types. Import error, cannot import the executor from Aiogram. Okay, so it is throwing me one error. So to solve this error, what you have to do? So you have to create actually Python, let's say interpreter 3.7. That means Python environment you need 3.7. So let's create another environment. So I'll just write conda create -n. Let's give the name, let's say my bot Python is equal to 3.7. Actually I want to use -y. Okay, now let me activate conda activate my bot. Now let me clear and let me install the requirements right now. So pip install -r requirement.txt. See, it has installed all the packages in my environment. Okay, so I already installed, that's why it's telling requirement is already satisfied. But for you, it will take some time. Okay, so once it is done, now let's clear my terminal. And now if you execute the command, this command python research/ecobot.py, that means if you execute this ecobot right now, see, it should work. Now see, it is printing my API token. Okay, it is printing my API token right now, Telegram bot token. Fine, that means it is working now. Now let me comment this line, it's not required. Now what you have to do, you have to first of all initialize the login. So that's how actually you can initialize the login. So you just need to write logging.basic-config label is equal to logging.info. Okay, because if you check the documentation, they are suggesting like that. Okay, you have to configure the logging like that. Okay, after that you have to initialize the bot and dispatcher. So this is the bot and dispatcher. So inside that you have to pass the API token. Okay, now see what will happen. You can see from Aiogram I imported bot, right? Because I want to connect with my Telegram bot. The bot actually I have created. Now if I want to connect, what I need the API token, Telegram bot API token, yes or no, right? So here you can see I'm passing this bot token inside a token actually attribute. So what will happen? This bot will be initialized. That means it will authenticate with my credential. If the authentication is correct, that means this statement would be true. Okay, if it is true, that means my dispatcher would be connected. Okay, dispatcher means, let's say the synchronization. That means whatever message I want to pass. Okay, so it will go to my Telegram bot. Okay, this is called actually synchronization. So it will be connected. Okay, it will be connected. That means this is the authentication code. Okay, with your Telegram. I hope it is clear now. Fine. Then after that, I think you saw they have written different function with the help of async and await keyword. Okay, async and await keyword. So what is the use of async and await? See, this is the concept of Python. If you don't know about Python, so what you can do, you can check out our YouTube channel. Okay, so there actually I already let me show you. So guys, you can see this is our YouTube channel. So there I already created like a Python playlist. So there I already covered each and every topic. Okay, you need to master inside Python. So there I already explained what is async and await. Okay, so you can check those video. So let me tell you as a high level what is async and await. See what this async and await will do, it will keep on sensing. Okay, it will keep on sensing your update. That means if you update anything, okay, if you update anything in the code base, it will automatically get that update. Okay, that means what happens actually, let's say whenever you update anything in your code, so you don't need to send the request. Okay, you don't need to save and send the request. It will automatically sense that. It will automatically sense that and it will send the update. Okay, so this is the work of async and await. And if you want to use Aiogram, you have to use this particular keyword. Okay, async and await with a function. So I already created two functions. Let me show you. So I'll tell you what this function will do. So this is the first function, guys. So the function name I have given command start handler. Okay, I think you saw whenever I started my Telegram bot. Okay, whenever I started my Telegram bot, so there was a start button. See, I given /start. Whenever I will give the /start, my bot will start. Okay, my bot will start. See, if I show you the bot further, if I give /start, see, bot further started and it has given me all the suggestion actually I can perform here. So these kinds of functionality I want to implement. And if I want to implement, so for this I have to create a function, and with the help of async and await keyword I have to give here inside the function. Now you have to create a decorator, your dispatcher decorator. Now inside that there is a function called message handler. Inside that you have to pass the command, like what kinds of command you want to pass. Let's see if I give /help as well in my bot further /help. So it will give me the menu. Okay, what are the things I can perform with the help of bot further. That means if anyone using my bot for the first time, they can get the information with the help of start and help. Okay, /help. So I want to give two commands, /start and /help. If you are passing this one, so what your bot will do, your bot will reply, hi, I'm a EcoBot powered by Aiogram. So this message actually it will give. Now here you can give any kinds of messages. Okay, you can give any kinds of messages. I have given this message. Now let me show you how it will work. So for this, what I have to do, I have to start my bot. So for this is the syntax you have to write. So inside this keyword, you have to write executor start pulling. Then you have to give the dispatcher object, and as well as you have to give one parameter called keep updates is equal to true. What is keep update is equal to true? I'll tell you later on. As of now, just try to remember this parameter you have to give. Okay, if you check the documentation, they are also giving the same thing. Now let me save, and now see if I execute my program, my EcoBot. See, so it has connected. Now see, it has start pulling. Now if I go to my bot, let's say this is my bot. Now see if I give, let's say /start here. So it has given me, hi, I'm EcoBot powered by Aiogram. Now if I give, let's say /help, it will give you the same thing because you have mentioned two command there. I think remember, you have mentioned two command. Now apart from that, if you give any command, let's say /hello, it's not working. If you give any other message also, it's not working. Okay, that means it will only work whenever it will get these two command. And here you can pass any kinds of message. Okay, I have given powered by Aiogram or anything you can. Let's say powered by Buppy. Here you can give my name. So once you changed anything, just try to re-execute the code. So I'll just stop the execution with the help of Ctrl+C. Now if I re-execute, now again I will go to my Telegram, and now if I give, let's say /help, now see it will give me, hi, I'm EcoBot powered by Buppy. Okay, I hope it is clear now. But see, it is not able to handle my casual response. Okay, let's say if I'm giving any other message, let's say hi, hello, okay, hi, hello, whatever, it's not giving me the response because I have to create another function for this. Let me show you. So here I will create a function called echo. That means it will give me the same message again and again. Okay, so this is the echo function, and see, I'm using the same syntax only, message handler. Now see, here I'm not providing any kinds of command. I'm not providing any kinds of command because see, whenever I'm giving my casual message, this is not a command. Okay, so that's why you don't need to mention the command. That means whatever message user will give, that message actually it will send. Okay, it will show you as an output. You can see with the help of await. Now let me save, and again I have to re-execute. Let me stop the execution. Now re-execute my code. Now if I go to my Telegram, now let's say if I just write hi, it will give me hi. If I write hello, it will give me hello. If I write, let's say I am Buppy, it will also give me I am Buppy because it's an EcoBot we have created. That means I'm successfully able to connect with my bot. The bot actually I have created in my Telegram. That means Telegram connection is completed. Okay, Telegram connection is completed. There is no issue. That means we are able to communicate with the front end. Now we have to make another functionality, that means backend API. That means we will be using OpenAI API to let's say process the response, process the question whatever user is asking. We'll be taking the help from the LLM will give the response, and this response I will be sending to the front end again. Okay, so now let's create our actual application. So what I will do, outside of research, I'll create a file. I'll name it as, let's say, main dot py. Okay, main dot py. Inside that I'll be writing all the code. So what I can do, I can import all the necessary library. Again, you can see I've imported all the library. Even I also imported here as well. Okay. Apart from that, I'm also importing OpenAI as well as the system package. Okay. This is the idea. Now see, this application I'll be creating a little bit advanced, because if I show you my chat GPT now, so let's say this is my chat GPT. Let's say if I give any message to the chat GPT, let's say I need a Python code to add 2 numbers. Sorry, I think my prompt is incorrect. It should be add. Again, I can give the prompt. I need a Python code to add 2 numbers. Okay, now I think it is perfect. Now see, it is giving me the code. Okay, but see, it is giving me with the function, but I don't need the function. What I can give without functions. Okay, now see, I just given without function, it will automatically remember I'm asking this particular response. Okay, it has remembered. Okay, it has remembered my previous input. So this is actually using one memory. Okay, temporary memory. So I also want to implement this kinds of temporary memory inside my chatbot. So for this, what I will do, I'll just write a class here. I'll just name it as reference. Okay, reference. So inside that, what I will do, I'll just write a constructor, and this will, and it will return actually none. Okay, so inside that I'll just write self dot response, and it should be empty initially. Okay, that means as of now, let's consider this is my empty memory. Okay, this is my empty memory. That means whatever question I'll be asking as a as a temporary memory, that question actually I'll be saving here, so that if I want to ask any new question, my previous question my model will try to understand. Okay, it will try to remember. Now here you can also pass the doc string. So let's say this is my class I have written to store previously response from the ChatGPT API. Okay, you can also give OpenAI API. OpenAI API. Okay, this is the idea. Now let me load my OpenAI API key as well as my Telegram bot token. So first of all, I will load my OpenAI API key, and I'm setting my OpenAI API key. Then I will also load the Telegram bot token. Okay, this is my Telegram bot token. Fine. Then let's initialize this reference class. So here I can initialize. I'll just write reference is equal to my reference. Then I'm going to define my model name. Let's say which model I want to use. So model underscore name is equal to, let's say I want to use GPT 3.5 turbo model. If you go to the OpenAI platform, okay, if you go to the OpenAI models, see, here is the different model, and I want to use this 3.5 series actually, C turbo model. Okay, this model actually I'm using right now. Fine. Now, same way, I have to initialize my dispatcher as well as the bot, because it will authenticate with my Telegram. The same code, guys, from my previous, let's say, file I'm copy pasting. Okay, I think you remember. So we are initializing our bot and dispatcher. So here the first thing I want to create a function. So this function actually will do the welcome. Okay, so if you give, let's say, start command, it will welcome you. So this is the function I've written, guys. You can see simple function using the same concept. Okay, same concept. So this is the function dispatcher message handler, and here is the command only start. Okay, if you give start command, it will give you, hi, I'm a telebot created by Bappy, how I can assist you. Okay, this is the message actually it will show you. That's it. Now if you want to execute, you can simply copy this line, and here you can paste it. That's it. Okay, now it's a dispatcher object, DP. Previously I written as a short form, but now what I did, I just written full name. Okay, this is the idea. Now let me execute and let me show you. So I'll open up my terminal. Let me stop the execution. Now let's say if I execute the file right now, I need to execute my main.py file. So clear Python main.py. Now see, if I open up my bot and if I give /start right now, so it is giving, hi, I'm a telebot created by Bappy, how I can assist you. That means it is working fine. Now let me stop the execution. Great. Now I also want to create a helper function. That means I showed you now, if I go to my bot further and if I give /help, so it will give me all the menu actually I want to perform here. So I also want to give one menu function in my bot. So for this, I have created a function and I named it as a helper. See, this is the function. So it will take the help command. After that, it will show you this message. Hi there, I'm a ChatGPT Telegram. Or I can write, I'm a Telegram bot. Okay, created by Bappy. Please follow this command. Start to start the conversation, clear to clear the past conversation, and help to get the help menu. Okay, I hope this helps. Now it will give you this this actually menu. Okay, now see here I've written clear /clear to clear the previous conversation. Now let's say if you are saving any conversation and if you want to clear it, so you can use the clear function for this. So what I will do, I'll just write a function named clear. So here I can write. So it will just do the clear operation on the previous conversation. See, I think you remember we initialized our reference here. So inside reference, we're having one variable, class variable called reference. So here I'm doing the clear operation. See, reference.reference, I'm making as empty. That means whenever I will save something, okay, inside the variable, and if I call the clear past function, it will clear that particular response. Okay, this is the idea. If you go to the ChatGPT as well, and if you write forget my past prompt, it will forget that. Okay, it will remove that memory. So same way, I'm creating the same functionality here. And to execute this clear past, so I will pass one command. So I'll just write clear, this command clear. So it will automatically do the clear operation. So for this, I will be writing another function here. So function name is clear, and it will take the clear command and it will call this particular function. You can see clear past. Okay, then it will give you message, I have cleared the past conversation as the context. Okay, this is the idea. Now I have to write my main code. That means my main brain functionality of my application. So for this, I already prepared the OpenAI code. See, this is the OpenAI code, and this is nothing new, guys. This is nothing new. Just try to see. Here I'm using chat completion API. Okay, now let me check everything is fine or not. Now you can see, guys, everything is fine. So I'm creating the chat completion API and role assistant content I'm giving, because you can see reference.response. First of all, it will check this response. Okay, this response, if there is any response or not. Okay, if not, that means it will act like a you are using for the first time. That means there is no previous context. But if you are starting for the second time, let's say, I think you remember here in the chat GPT, I have given a prompt, I need a Python code to add two numbers. That means one response it will remember, and whenever I'm asking the second question, it will refer my previous, let's say, question I've asked. Okay, the same thing actually happening here. That means it will first of all check whether you are having previous response or not. If not, that means it's a completely new role. Otherwise, it will refer my previous, let's say, response. Okay, now this is the user message, then it will give you the response. This response actually I'm only getting the content, and I'm printing in the terminal, and I'm also printing in my user interface. That means in my Telegram, and it is also updating the response. Okay, you can see this reference response is also getting updated. Okay, now if you will call this clear past, it will also do the clear operation. It's a simple code I have written. Now let me show you how it will work. So I'll open up my terminal. Now let me execute my app. Now if I open my bot, let's say if I just write /start, I think this command I already showed you, na? /start /help. It is working fine. Sorry, /start. Okay, now see if I give any casual message, let's say hi. See, it is giving me hello, how I can assist you. Let's say if I give hello, how are you doing today? Let's say I'll ask, what is Python? It is telling Python is a high-level programming language. Okay, now I can also give the same prompt. Let's say give me a Python code to add, code to add two numbers. See, this is the code I got. Now I'll ask, give me as a function. Now see, that means it is remembering my previous context. Now if I give /clear, I have cleared all the past conversation. Okay, now if I give the same message, give me as a function. Now see here, it is giving me the function. Okay, it is giving me the function, but not these kinds of function. That means my previous, let's say, question function. Okay, that's why I've created this clear. Okay, clear functionality as well. Okay, now you can ask any kinds of question. Okay, whatever question you can ask in your chat GPT, the same question you can also ask here. Okay, there is no issue. So that means we have created one beautiful application. Now one thing I want to show you, this is keep update is equal to true. Let's say if it is true, what will happen? Let's say if my application is offline right now, let's say I'll stop the execution. Let's say it is offline. Now if I give any message, let's say hello. Now see, it is offline. Okay, it's not giving you any response. But if it is online, let's say if I execute the program right now, let's say my application is online. Okay, now see, still it is not giving me the response. Still it is not giving me the response, because let's say sometimes it's possible your application will go offline, and if user is giving any question, when it is online again, it should return the answer, right? But it's not giving. So for this, what I can do, I can stop the execution, and this parameter I can make it as false. Okay, now let's say if my application is offline, let's say hello. Now if I re-execute my program, see, it will automatically take the hello. Okay, hello message, whatever you asked during offline. Now see, it is giving you the response. Okay, so this is one of the amazing parameter you can play with if you want to, let's say, keep your application offline. But if you want to reply it, okay, when you are online, you can update this particular parameter. Fine. So yes, guys, this is the like chatbot we have implemented. You can also share this bot with your friends and family. So what you need to do, you just only need to give the username. Let's say this is your username of your bot. Now if they search with this username, they will be able to access your bot. Okay, and if they're asking any question, they will also get the response. Okay, that's how. Just try to ask your friend to use your chatbot. Okay, you have developed with the help of OpenAI. So yes, guys, this is all about from this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.